So we're here with the review on our auto start stop eliminator that we put into our 2020 Kia Soul. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, don't waste your money on the Amazon harness. When I do finally get this harness out, because it's actually sticking in there and I'm not able to get it out right now without taking some of the dash apart. But when I get this out, we're going to cut this thing apart. We're really going to tear into it and see why it didn't work and what the issue is. I almost know what it is at this point. I'm pretty sure that they didn't put a big enough resistor in it to make sure that it constantly turns off the auto start stop every time you start the car, but we will look at that when we get the harness out. This video is to describe to you guys how you can eliminate your auto start stop without having to spend any money, without having to do anything. I'm going to explain two different ways. One is a very janky way to do it, and I don't recommend it, but a lot of people have done this and it has worked for them. So what you'll do is turn the car on so that it's running, and you're going to want to make sure that the light is not lit up. What you're going to do is press the switch in, and when it lights up, you're going to stick a zip tie down in here and jam this switch in the downward position. As long as you jam that in the downward position with the light on, it should stay that way even when you turn the car off. And when you restart it, it should automatically keep the auto start stop off. Now, I don't like that way. The reason why is we don't know how integrated that system is into the car. So if we do this and it destroys the switch, what we might have to do is buy that whole bank of switches, and that could be a few $100. I don't like doing that with those. I'd rather just leave that system alone and not mess with it. So this is how we get around the auto start stop, and it has worked for us since we bought this car in 2020. Here's how we got around the auto start stop. When driving the car, most people will just pull down into drive and drive the car. Here's where the auto start stop actually does what it's supposed to. The minute we slide the shifter over towards the driver, we go into sport mode. Sport mode will not turn the auto start stop on. It'll automatically shut it off. When you pull it into sport, that light actually lights up, telling you that it will not auto start stop. So when we're in town, we will use sport mode. When we get out on the highway, we will shift it back into drive. What that does is allows us to still get the great fuel mileage out of the drive, but we don't have to deal with the start stop in town when we're in sport. So this is how we've been getting around the auto start stop, and it's worked very well. We have had zero problems with doing it this way. And as long as you remember to put it into sport, it doesn't have higher RPMs on the highway and it doesn't use extra fuel. If you forget, it's going to sound loud and you're going to remember to push the lever back to the passenger side. That puts it back into drive. This is a pretty basic setup, guys, and I'm glad that we found this way originally to get this thing to not auto start stop. There's only one slight problem with this technique. When you pull into your garage to shut your vehicle off and you're in the sport mode, you have to go to drive up to park to shut the engine off. I'm going to correct myself here. Most of the time, when you go back into drive in your garage and then up to park, it does a quick auto start stop because you went back into drive. It only will do this when the vehicle is at a stop. It will try to do the auto start stop. So if you pull into your garage in sport, you know exactly where you're going to park the car and you just automatically shift it all the way up. It isn't going to really do it, but it's when you're trying to go and then you stop, you move the lever over. It's weird. That's the only weird part about this technique. Otherwise, it works great. And we've been doing it since 2020, and we've had very little issues with it, especially in town. Now, if I forget to put it in sport mode in town, I'll come up to the first stop sign and it'll auto start stop on me. I'll reach over and I'll just hit the button because I don't want to deal with it. But as far as how we normally drive it, using the sport mode, it will not go into auto start stop. That is the trick here. So guys, I hope these techniques have helped you. I hope this stuff is really kind of showing you that sometimes buying these products on Amazon doesn't work. They're glitchy, they're flawed, they do not always do what they're supposed to do. Sometimes we can learn tricks to get around it, and this is definitely the tricks that we have available to us. Like I said, I know janking the switch does work. I also know sport mode works. I don't trust that janking the switch won't cause problems in the future, but I know the sport mode does not. Guys, I want to say thank you for all the support. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one.